Have you ever been offended? Maybe somebody pushed you in public transport, or cursed at you because of your look. Someone robbed you. Your parents shouted at you every time you had done something wrong, or you felt vulnerable and feared because someone hated you. I mean, things like this happened to all of us, and for many people that's not even a problem. But have you ever thought what would a world be like without violence? It seems utopian now, but is it really so? Let's take a look at our society. We are surrounded by violence. We can see all this bad stuff on news, on streets, or even in our families. But why? Why do people beat each other and commit crimes? I think that it all comes from childhood. I always hear that boys have to be able to stand up for themselves and their future families. I agree with that phrase, but usually it's about fights and aggression. Who's stronger? That is the question where all kids' conflicts head. So weak children are used to be offended, and strong children are used to solve all problems by aggression. Then they grow up and still trying to use their old manner to solve conflicts. But the adult world isn't so simple like kids. They don't know what to do. So usually, most of the school bullies achieve less than other students, and this pushes them to commit crimes. Who's guilty? Parents are fully responsible for their children, so they have to teach and raise good ideas in them. Actually, one of the most usable skills that every person should have is how to solve problems without aggression. This ability can make your life easier and more comfortable. Let me give an example. I know two boys, Max and Alex. They were literally best friends. One day, Alex asked for a video game that Max had and wasn't using. But Max, for some reason, refused. Alex didn't understand why his friend can't give him a disc, so he decided to take it and then bring back. But a week later, Max noticed the missing with his other friend. His friend said, "You definitely should beat Alex up. He stole your disc. That's terrible." Max wasn't sure about the fight, but he decided to take revenge. On the next day, while they were fighting, a disc with a video game was broken. But something more important has broken that day too. That was their friendship. So what have they got? Broken friendship, broken disc with a video game, and some injuries. Both of them made mistakes, but we're not perfect, and that's okay. The critical mistake was made when, under the pressure of society, Max decided to use violence, and Alex couldn't just say no to fight because of the same reason. A way to a positive outcome is obvious. They had to talk and bury the hatchet. But then aggression seemed to them the only possible solution. We need to teach kids and all people that conflicts can be solved without violence. And if you use peaceful methods, it doesn't mean that you are coward or weak. In fact, having that skill means you are really wise and strong. The main question is, what can we do now? Of course, at first, you shouldn't cause violence. Then, you should develop in yourself skills of how to evade conflicts and solve complicated problems without aggression. How to do that? Communicate with other people and consider their opinions. This is more difficult than just do as you want, but that's also where solution and agreement are. As someone said, words have power with ability to help, to heal, to hinder, to harm, to hurt, to humiliate, and to humble. Don't let anger take over you, and teach controlling emotions. There are different ways of how to manage your emotions. Some people need to be alone for some time. Someone needs to talk with a close person, while another wants to wreck some glass. These are good ideas to lower bad emotions, but only when it doesn't harm other people. When emotions take over the human, person can do a lot of bad things. So explore yourself and find out your own ways to control them. This will help you better understand yourself and not to do thoughtless things. Also, an important question is how to give these ideas to your kids. The most important is that you should follow described ideas and show what is good and what is bad with your own example. Because small children try to copy the behavior of their parents. So, the world without violence seems utopian now. Or is it really so? I believe that all we together can make a better society without any violence. This idea and an ambitious goal certainly worth sharing. Everyone should do steps towards a beautiful future world, and everyone's participation is important. Thank you.